Not stuck today. I got this interesting target. It's one of those space heaters. I'll try some different handgun rounds on it. First up, 22. Watch out. Nothing, just a dent. It's kind of to be expected with such a short barrel. Let's try a 38 just with a lead 150 grain bullet. There's the bullet. Wow. I did not expect that. I guess that hit it kind of in a thinner spot. With a 22 hit it in this thick spot. It went through all of them. Ricocheted off that. Well, dang, I was going to shoot this with the Tokarev with some different rounds, but now I think they'll all go through it. If the regular rounds didn't go through, I was going to try that steel core. But, and if the little wimpy 38 goes through it, I got another kind of 38 to try. I forgot to tamp or press these caps on really hard. So we'll see if they actually work. These are homemade caps made out of a beer can. A little delay there. And they hit it in that thick spot. Yeah, that's pretty wimpy metal if the 36 can go all the way through it. It's kind of iffy when you don't know if it's going to go off or not. Now I'm not going to waste a steel core in this target. Or is this just a regular PPU? Maybe I will use a steel core on it. Look at that. It did not go all the way through them. Let me see if I could find like a Yugoslavian or something like that first. We got 1977 Yugo surplus. I didn't see any dirt behind it. Wow. They all stopped. Both of the Tokarev rounds stopped on this one. The bottom ones, the Yugo. Let me see what else I've got. I wish I had brought some of the regular Czech ammo. I bet you that would go through it. Alright, so here was the last round. Just a Yugo. Here's a regular lead core Czech. And here's a steel core Czech. Now from just shooting them, the feel of them when I shot them a couple years ago, this ammo feels way hotter. But this was penetrating better. It's a lot longer bullet. This kind of Czech ammos were like the legend that the CZ52 is stronger than the Tokarev came from. That's not true at all. Just because they loaded the ammo stupid hot for their submachine guns doesn't mean their pistol was better. Damn. That feels awesome. That felt like some power there, but I still didn't see a splash of dirt. So that's crazy. Did the same thing they all do. Up, hit that one. Well, I guess you could use that as a piece of body armor in front of you for handguns. Even if I'm actually surprised by this test. Alright, let me hit it. Good spot. And you notice I got my wrist brace on. I'm kind of having a relapse of an autoimmune problem. I haven't had to wear this in a long time. Wow. No, that felt hotter than I remember it, man. I saw a big muzzle flash. More importantly, it went all the way through, and I saw something fling up. It looked, I don't know if it's just a stick or a rock or the actual bullet. That's cool. The only one to make it all the way through. That's why I got that ammo. Self-defense against people that wear body armor. I'd rather have 8, 9, 10 rounds of that ammo. That's what I carry in this. I carry that stuff, but I don't want to waste it. I don't have very much. I think I bought like 90 rounds one time. That proves it right there. That works so much better. Not worried about them other rounds. I'd like to find that PPU, since it's a boxer primed reloadable case. I can use it. But boy, that gun will fling them. There's that Czech's lead core case. Something that's kind of funny. People get all bent out of shape about clip versus magazine. But the same people that cry about clip versus magazine will then go on to call cartridges bullets. Oh, I got 17 rounds in my magazine, or I mean 17 bullets in my magazine, when they're just complaining to people about clip versus mag. Like, come on. People use the wrong terms for everything. Especially the people that complain about clip versus magazine. They'll go on to call revolvers pistols. I said cartridges bullets. And it's not even a wrong term to call the magazine a clip. They used to call them clips all the way back since the damn beginning. They were called clip magazines for like over 100 years. Like a magazine's in a gun, it doesn't come off. Like the magazine on a Mauser. And a clip, you know, it's like a stripper clip. Well, what is a magazine that comes off the gun and it's kind of like a clip? It's a clip magazine. They were called clip magazines in advertisements. You can go back and look at Marlin advertisements from like the 1940s or whenever. They're calling them clip magazines. I've seen old Army videos that are calling them clips for the M1 carbine. I've seen literature going back to, you know, to like the 20s, and they're calling it a clip for the 1911. It's just a slang name. Doesn't really matter. Actually, I think it's kind of appropriate. Oh, there's that steel core. But that's funny, people. It's just like people parodying something, because somebody a long time ago must have made a video and it just spread everywhere. They don't know any other correct terminology for anything else except magazine and clip. And one time, I had a friend helping me. She was helping me clean back when I could barely do anything. And I had some magazines, gun magazines, sitting on top, like the actual, you'll hold cartridges, sitting on top of some gun magazines that you read. And it was so funny when I looked at the situation, and I was like, put those magazines over there. And I saw her hesitate, and I was like, the clips. And she grabbed she grabbed the clip magazines right away. sometimes there's a use for having multiple terms for one object. People ain't crying about using the common names for animals, plants, flora and fauna. People are like, oh, you can't, you can't call that a mesquite. You gotta call it a, I can't remember the scientific name, prosopis or something like that. See? But anyway, awesome target. When I saw that 38 go through it, I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. I mean, it's amazing that it stopped every round pretty much. Besides the Wimpy 22, that couldn't even penetrate one layer. They all pretty much did the same thing, except the steel core. Alright, I want to try another one. So yeah, PPU, 38 short. It's one of these 38 Smith & Wesson shorts. I had to put them in the sizing die for the 38 to get them to fit. Oh, being such a low powered round, I didn't forget to hurt nothing. This revolver shoots super high. That I have the earplugs in, of course, and I almost couldn't hear that. Pew! Yeah, just barely better than the 22. Alright. Cast receiver SKS. This has to go through it. I don't... I hope I had the phone pointing at that. There was all kinds of sparks. I was looking at the gun instead. Good old Russian ammo. Man, this stuff, this remanufactured stuff is clocking at 2,500 foot a second. It's hot. There's some of that Chinese stuff going at 2,300, and this... I like this remanufactured stuff. It's corrosive, but who cares? It's more powerful. I like to pull the bullet and put some of the hollow points on top of it. I need to do a vid about this SKS. Accurate. It's the most accurate SKS I've ever seen. Things like Attack Driver. Henry from 9 Hole Reviews needs this SKS right here. This thing doesn't string. It shoots to the point of aim and it shoots a good crew. I can't believe it. From what I've seen, I wouldn't say SKS are more accurate than AKs. From what I've seen. Only a small sampling of guns I've got to shoot for groups, but I don't really notice like these are Attack Drivers, I think, except this one. My dad's SKS at 9696, man, I could shoot a better group with any of my AKs. And that gun strings. That SKS M I have is pretty good. Doesn't seem to be as good as this one though. Oh, anyway.